Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta turn it on. Ooh, good morning. Welcome back to the Signature Movement. It's my daily work diary. Driving out in these streets on the way to the workplace. It is 11:54. I'm way behind schedule. But I don't even know if I should make schedules. I have like goals. I should make goals every day. Because the schedule is the wrong word. None of it works. None of it works. I was supposed to leave the house by 9 this morning. So when the boy go to school, you go to work. My stomach was acting funny, so I gotta obey. I got a call from a contractor saying, oh, I'm on the way up the Beltway, ready to get that check. So I had to meet him at the bank, but I left home about 9:45. And I got to the bank, and as it seems to be the custom for my life these days, I did a lot of waiting. Something happened to the printer. I don't know if it was the check printer or the receipt printer, but I know I was there for a good 30 minutes in the drive-thru. There was no line. I was the next customer, but it was like, yeah, indefinite. Just wait. So I got to him, gave him his check. He tells me he met somebody yesterday for a job, and then they told him this morning that they had COVID. What? So, yeah. Anyway, then I left him. I went to Lowe's to pick up my order that was not ready. It was 3 hours. I placed the order at 7. Let's back up. First of all, I was waiting for the client's check to clear. 6 business day hold seems to be a norm at the bank these days, but I thought maybe it's only with personal checks over a certain amount that they're going to do this to me, because granted, the client just moved to a new residence, so they wrote the address on the check, and I think that might be a hold up, like the flag that says to the bank, okay, this could be fraud in 2021. So I get it, but it's annoying and it's in the way. So I got like all my resources tied up in places, so I can't just write a $3,500 check to a contractor out of my account, because my stuff is on the line waiting for me to get finished paying for this, getting paid for this job. It's a lot. It's just a lot. So I guess I came on here today because I was thinking, like, am I telling too much? Like, am I being too authentic? Am I going to discourage somebody from doing something that they wanted to do because this business thing is not really easy? I don't know, but I figure if anybody really wants anything, they'll just still do it. Or maybe that's just me and people like me. I don't know. But I hope I'm not deterring, or what is the word? I lose a word every week, you know that, right? I hope I'm not discouraging anybody with the way things are going, because I would like to say this is not the norm, but it is in this particular business. There's contractors, there's store visits for little things that they forgot, because I am a planner. I am you know what I am. Anal retentive and all that. And I'm a control freak, so I just spend lots of time writing down, or at least making a mental note of all the things that it's going to require to do this particular thing I want to do. What do I need to remember? What might come up? Things like that. But these guys don't do that. They don't do that at all. Even though this is the job they've been doing for decades, they don't go from one plumbing job to the next plumbing job and say, these are all the things that I will need on this plumbing job, so let me get that list to the client so she can make sure she has it. Nobody do that. Like, I want people to do that, but so anyway, here I am back from Lowe's. But when I got to Lowe's, now first, I went back to tell you about the check. I needed it to clear because I'm still buying supplies for this plumbing, these bathrooms. The plumbing is closed in, the wall's closed, drywall up, the fiberboard, everything, all that's in. But we ran out of tile and adhesive. We ran out of floor adhesive. Always running out of something. Gotta do it, go to the store again. I put my order in at 7 something this morning. I went and did all the things I needed to do. And then, the 5 to 10 minutes is gonna take for me to fight to let the white dog outside and let him back in. I couldn't even let him back in today. He just knows I'm going to work. So he go outside and be like, I ain't coming in the house. Make me. I dare you go to work. So I had to leave him. And then my daughter came and she let him back in for me. But when she left, she just slammed the door. Like, she pulled the door and let it shut itself and it bounced, which means that now my smart lock is sending me literally 80 messages saying, hey, your door's open. No, it's not. Hey, your door's open. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Imagine all morning. So just now at 11:54, she goes to the house and makes sure the door is locked properly. I was supposed to go to another store today, pick up the stone for the wall. It's 12 o'clock. I'm just now getting halfway down the road. So, yeah, no, my stomach hurts. I ate a little something, but I can't eat a lot of something because it's going to really be angry. And, yeah, it's just tough. And I don't want to discourage anybody, but I want you to know that you're going to fight for this dream. Whatever your dream is, you gonna fight. It ain't gonna be easy. Ain't nobody gonna hand you nothing. Ain't nobody gonna be there to, cry on my shoulder about this thing that you want really bad that I don't really want in my life and I couldn't possibly understand. So, there's that. And but that I'm not saying I don't have people. I have good people. A couple of good, strong people. Look at this, dump trucks. Just pebbles hitting the windshield. Go ahead, dump trucks. Every time I come down this street, the flaps let out dust balls and pebbles, and then the top of the truck lets out more pebbles. The whole truck just bleeding out pebbles. I'm a good 500 feet behind the truck. Why I got to keep dealing with this on this road? But anyway, I don't know what my windshield going to do. Maybe it'll give one day. I hope not while I'm driving. Just crack up overnight and then let me find it in the morning if it's gotta be, please. But yeah, it's just, it's tough out here. And I got a couple of good people who I can call when I'm having my worst day and just be like, you know what? Woo, I'ma still do it. But and then they know it, they hear it in my voice and they go, into the soothing thing, which I appreciate greatly. My mother's one of those people who calls me. I noticed lately, I forgot. She's been calling me every evening. Or, she only calls me in the evening now and says, so, what you get done today? And I guess that's a good reminder to pay attention to what you actually accomplished rather than the challenges that you faced trying to accomplish it. Because it just gives you a certain kind of release to just be like, I did this, and this today. So I'm gonna hold on to that. I didn't even know that's what she was doing, but maybe she did that on purpose. I don't know. But that's good stuff. And let's see, what else is there? See, here we go with these pebbles. You hear the shower of pebbles? Truck not right in front of me. You're not right in front of me. Yeah, my stomach hurt. Did I say that? My stomach hurts. I think it's from trying to make things fit when they don't. Instead of just going through my day, I have to have a little bit of anxiety about how my day is going to go because I'm working with a man-child who throws tantrums. And just like I suspected, we had a conversation yesterday where he told me all the things that we needed, and he tried to say we're not gonna come if you don't have all the stuff in place. But there's so many other things you could be doing other than tile, so why would you even suggest something like that to me? So he said okay, and we were going forward and this and that. And then this morning I called him to tell him that I had money, and he said, oh, okay, well, I'm not over there, but I got 2 guys over there. See, yesterday there was 4 guys there. Why are there 2 today? And yeah, so man-child does what he wants to do. He does not like taking direction from me. So no matter what my idea for the bathroom is, like for instance, I have a shelf thing. Rustic is me, so no matter what the style of the design I'm doing, I'm going to leave a little piece of rustic in it because that's part of my signature, right? Built the wooden doors and the barn doors and the shelves. That's what I do. And butcher block countertop, wherever I can get it in. We don't have no barn doors in this project, but we got shelves and we got butcher block. So yeah, I got shelves going into one of the bathrooms, and I asked him to put the shelf brackets up before the drywall went up. He said okay. He put some in the wrong place. I called him to say, hey, can you move these over to the left, because my shelf gonna be longer than that. And he said, oh, okay, I'll let him know, because he wasn't there. I'll let the guy know. I'm like, he's putting up the drywall right now, can you tell him? He said, okay. So a few minutes later, I went upstairs to get the broom, and the man was putting up the drywall, and the shelves, the hooks, the things were still there in the wrong place. I said, hold on, can you move these over, please? He said, oh, part of the drywall was already up. I said, hold it. Here's what you do. Just cut out a little slot right here. Add these to it. I'm going to put the shelf all the way across. He said, okay. So he did that. But why I gotta fight? Just why I gotta fight? Then I got the other guy, the first contractor who did the floors and the paint in the kitchen. He was there yesterday finishing up because the last cabinet the cabinet and the refrigerator panels came in, and the trim and all the pieces he had to finish assembling the actual kitchen is done. The floors had some molding pieces that need to be done, and some flooring was missing. We had 2 boxes of flooring we needed to fill in places. All that's done, but we get to the molding part, and he's like, they sent you the wrong thing. So I called the store. I was like, is this the wrong thing? Because it looked like I'm supposed to get a reducer. This looks like a T-molding. But apparently it's some kind of newfangled thing where, depending on how you move the metal strip in it, it could be a T-molding or a reducer. I'm guessing they saving money by not making 2 different pieces. Okay, fine. So we just need to know how to put it together to make it work like we need to. So he's like, well, I can't use this. I'm like, yes, you can. He was like, if I put this here, it won't work. So I looked at it, I sized it up. I said, hey, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move this metal strip all together, and then we're going to glue it down. He said, no, that's not going to work. Yes, it will. No, it's not going to work. But I have a history with this man of him telling me what he can't do. It burns me when people say what they can't do. Well, I have an idea. We're going to try it. If it don't work, it don't work. But we gonna try it, right? And he like, no, you need to get something else. I'm not getting nothing else. I'm ready to be done, and I don't have another week to give. So we're gonna use this. I pay you for it. It took a week to get here. No, we're not taking no for an answer today. So put that right there like that. And you put some blue tape on it, and we was on our way. I'm not with the I can'ts. I'm a problem solver. I need people who can solve problems around me. If I can't get that, then good Lord. I just struggle to exist in a world with other people. I'm not better. I'm just different. And my different causes me grief because I can't relate to the people as often or as easily as I would like. It bothers me greatly. I need to communicate with people like me, but there's more other kinds of people out there than there are people like me. So what are you gonna do? I appreciate you taking the time with me today. I'm about 20 minutes from my destination, but I'm not going to make you sit here with me for the next 20 minutes. I'm going to just sit here in quiet and breathe. And I might take a couple of sips of Pepsi and burp so my stomach can just feel more at ease, because I don't want to have no problems. It's one bathroom at this place. Just one. I would like to ask my current provider to finish at least the powder room on the main level, because the floor is in. Can you just paint it real quick and put the toilet and the vanity together, or just put the toilet in it? I don't even care about the sink. I got sanitizing wipes for surfaces and for hands. So, can we just, but I can't ask him that, because any deviation from his program will start an argument, and then I will have to say bad words on the work site. I don't want that. So yeah, I'm weighing what I need versus what I can tolerate. That's another struggle in the business I'm in. Yeah, so can't talk to him unless I absolutely have to. I don't know what happened. He used to look at me like he admired me, because he really enjoyed that I had new ideas. He said, yeah, we usually put in the same beige towel, but this is cool, this is nice. But that was a long time ago, so I don't know where it went wrong. I just know it went wrong, and we can't be together no more, because it's almost like he resents me now. So I don't know. It's fine. Growth. And a word about growth. I'm sorry to put all my messages at the end, but I remember now. Growth. My business is growing, even though it is not necessarily in a monetary fashion. So I wanted to tell you this because, we always equate success with money, but it's not all about that. My customer base is growing, which is going to make the money grow. And my business is able to, A, stand up on its own, and, I don't have to fund it with my personal money anymore. I got enough credit with different kinds of accounts in the industry that I'm working in, so I can use credit to keep the supplies flowing while I use my liquid assets to keep the operations going, like to pay people, to hire people and give them the down payment and that kind of thing. So I have options now. I didn't have options this time last year. I ain't had nothing this time last year. But that's growth. I have a list of accounts that I can use for my projects. I didn't have that last year. I didn't even know that was really important, because I was under the impression that business credit was separate from personal credit, and personal credit won't affect business credit. But you can't even get business credit these days, post COVID 2020, without having good personal credit. Everything is different, because everybody had a struggle during 2020. So the limitations are different, and the restrictions are there now, because companies were going under. So keep your credit good, so you can either, I did this wrong by my standards and based on everything I've learned. I was supposed to set up my business and get certain little accounts with my business name so that I can build business credit. But it didn't pan out that way for me. I didn't plan it that way, but instead of not getting any credit, I just built up my list of personal credit accounts, which is bad, because I'm going to have to watch my credit utilization. So I got to make my payments before that, statement comes out, or else it's going to hit me as I use too much credit. So you don't want to do it that way, but if you can't avoid it, then you got to keep living and moving. So just go back and find a way around it later on, like I'm going to do. In 6 months or so, I'm going to start actively putting things in my business name so that it won't affect my personal credit utilization. Not exactly sure how I'm going to do it, but I don't know. Because a lot of them ask for a personal guarantee. So I'm gonna have 1,000 inquiries because when I apply on the business side, they're gonna check my personal anyway, but they won't put it in my personal name or on my personal account, my personal credit report. So, long story, I wrote a guide about it. Buy the guide online, makesignaturemoves.com. Go into the store. It's called Business Startup Guide. It's a lot of good information in there. It's like only 6 pages, but so many links, so many tips, so many instructions on how to do things and where to go to find things that you need to set up your business. But yeah, business credit, it ain't doing what I need to do. But I will say, if you do it right, if you start it and get your business some credit lines, they'll grow faster and larger than your personal, because your personal is always based on your personal income. Your business credit is different. Sometimes you can find an account that looks at your bank statements and, you know, determines what your income is and gives you credit based on how much money you got in the bank and stuff like that. But for those who didn't come here for business tips today, I'm sorry. I just, you know, go with what comes to me when it comes. It's valuable to somebody. You're welcome. Thanks for listening. I am about 12 minutes. I didn't talk too much. See, I'm sorry. I done made it to Dunkirk. I got 12 more minutes to go down this road. But yeah, don't be discouraged. Go walk your path. Do your thing. Whatever comes, it just comes, but it's here to make you stronger. And when you finally get to a place where you're comfortable and you got the personnel in place and the systems set up, it's all because you went through this crap and you learned how your business needs to grow and thrive. So give it what it needs. Feed it. It'll reward you. And you helped my stomach to calm down. My anxiety level just dropped significantly because I had to get that out, and you were with me the whole time. Thank you. So I'll talk to y'all later. Let me see what we get done today. Toodles.